Uhara, and Aguri, and all the subtext that is going to this event. Uhara wants to check out if Aguri is cheating on him with Amino. Aguri wants to confirm that Uhara is cheating on her with Tendo, and then Chiaki thinks that Uhara and Aguri are in a scheme to get money out of Hamino by Aguri dating him only for the money. Episode 4 is kind of a detour. It has a funny first half about Tendo's life before and after meeting Amino, which has some jokes I'd rather not spoil, and the second half is Amino and Tendo on a mini-date, so nothing too plot relevant, but considering Tendo's low screen type up until this point, it's good that she got a whole episode where she is in every shot. She is only not in the episode altogether for about a minute. I checked. Episode 5, we're back on track from Episode 3, but from Chiaki and Uehara's perspective. The reason Uehara was holding on to Chiaki's shoulder was because that he saw Amino's screen name on her phone. Yes, Chiaki is Momo and she has the same reason for being Momo as Amino for being Tsuchi. Uehara gets angry that they are so similar but still hate each other, and so he creates a plan. His genius level idea, I'm not saying it, he said it, to have a game meetup. He sets all this up specifically to see Tendo fawn over Amino and see their relationship develop, and then also to see Chiaki and Amino fight like cats and dogs. He ends up getting them in the same room for the game meetup, and Chiaki starts talking about her problem with making games. Because she is Nome, Amino's favorite game developer, Uehara is the only one who knows this, but he wants everyone else to find out on their own. Tendo thinks that they are close and that they are dating, but Uehara explains that they hate each other. But while he's doing this, he looks like he's flirting. Amino and Chiaki are now convinced that there is something between them. While this is happening, Amino gets called out by Aguri, and Chiaki says that she didn't expect Amino to have such a cute girlfriend, and then leaves for her train, which leaves Uehara and Tendo there to run away screaming that they never want to come back to this game club ever again. At the cafe, Aguri is getting mad at Amino for giving her hope that Uehara wasn't cheating when he was obviously flirting with Tendo. Amino starts to become convinced that Uehara is a player and that he would cheat on Aguri. But then Chiaki walks by and he decides that he's going to convince her that Uehara and Aguri are a power couple not to be messed with and she should just back off. But he does it in such a way where he makes her sound like his girlfriend. He does tell Aguri the exact same line he told Chiaki, and she thinks it was great wording too. These two lovable idiots. So now Chiaki is 100% convinced that Amino and Aguri are dating. Then it goes to the next school day with Uehara and Amino talking about dating sims that don't simulate real relationships. They reference episode 4's existence, and his ability to talk to girls has really improved. Uehara really tries to convince Amino that he is friends with Tendo. To show his thankfulness, he grabs Uehara's hand. Chiaki walks in and thinks they're gay. Trust me, this doesn't last longer than this episode. It's just how episode 5 ends for the sake of a cliffhanger. Alright, episode 6 is hard to talk about since it's mostly jokes in people's heads and not much plot progression till the end, so I'm warning you now. This is going to be the part with the most spoilers, so if you care, just leave. I am assuming that you left. We go back to the cafe from the last few episodes, just this time with Uehara and Chiaki. He convinces her that he is not gay, but also rejects her without knowing it because he says Tendo is perfect. Why? Because he isn't going to reveal Tendo's secrets without permission. Amino and Aguri, who snuck in earlier, heard that part of the conversation and are now convinced that Uehara is a cheater 100%. No doubts whatsoever. This leads to a discussion about love, and Amino agrees to ask Tendo to be his friend. He tells Uehara about it, and he sets it up while it'll be in front of the whole class after school. The episode then focuses on 3 key characters, Chiaki, Uehara, and Aguri, and all the subtext that is going into this event. Uehara wants to check out if Aguri is cheating on him with Amino. Aguri wants to confirm that Uehara is cheating on her with Tendo, and then Chiaki thinks that Uehara and Aguri are in a scheme to get money out of Amino by Aguri dating him only for the money. So at the crucial moment, right when he is about to ask Tendo to be his friend, all the other characters think that they have confirmed the previous mentioned suspicions. Amino accidentally flubs up his friend request and gives her a relationship request, and she actually says yes. And don't think they retconned this by episode 7. They are a couple and even went out on a date. But seriously, if you have not watched Gamers, you should. I know this video seems kinda rushed because it is. I hope you got something out of this. Now, before I go, I gotta say this. Save me from this hell I lived! I'm trapped! Someone help me! Ah! Hi guys, so actually, if you are one of the few people who actually been watching my videos from the first video, which none of you probably should, but if you are one of those people who've been watching me for the last few years, or even the last year or two, I'm doing some slight rebranding, which I have done probably about 5 times since the first time I've uploaded a video. I did rip-offs, I did glass reflection style, then I did AMVs for a little bit, did both in a weekend. I did those both in one day. One of them's all 3 of them I did in one day, but like, they're all pretty good though. I mean, like, I like my second one the best. This is completely unscripted, so I'm about to ramble. But, doing some rebranding. My new channel name is gonna be Pointing Out the Obvious, and so I don't have to put the tagline in most of my videos. Instead of being Some Call Me KJ, which was just a ripoff of Some Call Me Johnny. I tried to deny it, but it was, even though some do call me KJ, since that is my nickname, but I thought about it, I don't want to go by that for the rest of my life, so I'd rather be Pointing Out the Obvious. That's gonna be my new name forever. Until I change it again, and then there's going to be another thing like this, probably unscripted too. But I'm going to be called Pointing Out the Obvious instead of Some Call Me KJ. I'm going to be doing more of these type edited style videos. I have plans. That JoJo video is coming eventually, one day, when my editor decides to get off his ass and actually edit something. Maybe I'll have to pay him or something to do it, but He says he's working on it. He's at 2%. So I'm pointing out the obvious. New things are coming. I'm doing a My Hero Academia YMS style Digibro Ashik War Sucks style, except I'm actually praising it, and it's gonna be like analysis videos recapping the show at the same time. It's like gonna be kind of like this, but with more analysis put into it and more effort and more scripted and less rushed and more highly edited. But I'm not going to only be doing that forever, but that's going to be my practice round for the Bones retrospective, because Bones is going to be around for 20 years next year, and I want to do something special for that next year. But I got to be prepared, and I got to get better at my writing and everything else. So I'm preparing myself over the next year for that big project that I want to do. I'm going to do a Boku no Pico is not the worst thing video. I got a lot of plans for that. That's going to take months of research and planning for multiple reasons. And yeah, plans and pointing out the obvious. It's going to be a great name when I start not pointing out the obvious. But I'm probably going to be pointing out the obvious because I'm not even 16. Well, see ya. And if you want to save me from this hell I live, like and subscribe.